What did you make of the whole Nipsey Hussle thing? What did you?
Tough.
Was your first?
Nipsey was someone I met in 2010 when I first came to Lakers. Got at him on Twitter. I'd been following his music for a while. Responded, came to a game, even came out to the Bay to do one of my birthday parties. So always just a stand-up guy, and you really saw the transgression of him not only as a man but in his music. If you really listen to his music, he's always rapping about bettering himself. He started off where he started off. He had to do what he had to do, but he was always trying to better himself, better his community, better his people. And it's unfortunate, man, that the jealousy is so real. I talked to a friend of mine. There's a thin line between keeping it real and like, well, I may have too much money to be in these type of places now, but Nipsey was someone who always wanted to come back to his neighborhood because his community hired only felons for his clothing store because, they had a hard time getting jobs. So he was always for the people. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just that there's always going to be someone that came from where you came from that didn't work as hard as you, so he's mad at you for making it.
Anytime you're for the people, you generally get hurt. Jesus was for the people. Look how that worked out.
Wow.
Caesar was for... It's interesting that you were talking about that because I think that you don't have to. I think there are a lot of people right now, and obviously some are voyeurs and some are curious and some. But I think that you didn't have to necessarily be a fan of his music to be the fan of his humanity. Right. So I think it says a lot that he's basically going to be buried the same place Michael Jackson was. Tupac died, very popular, sold a lot more albums, had the same, somewhat of the same kind of feel.
Right.
Biggie, somewhat of the same kind of feel. Right. But what do you think was the differentiation between, cats in the streets loving you and buying your music and feeling you, and then with Nipsey,
I think it was different because everyone that normally has that happen, they make a bunch of money and forget about where they came from, and he never forgot where he came from. And he was always just trying to better himself. So I think it's huge. It's huge because the white media has accepted him and embraced him. Usually after we die, where he had a marijuana charge, he did this, he did that, he hit his ex. They've embraced him as a hero and how we looked up to him and really have started putting out the positive things he was doing. He was supposed to meet with the city the day before he died about the gang stuff and just always doing better. And this is a rare occasion where white media has accepted one of our heroes as a hero and painted him in that light as such. I mean, you're seeing him on buses, you're seeing murals all around the city, you're seeing vigilance around the world, not just the United States, around the world are having vigilance for him. So
I think the media does what everybody does. No black heroes are a good hero till they're a dead hero.
Right.
Like you can't.
But even if that's the case, so you got to think of all of our fallen heroes who we thought was heroes. When they died, they necessarily weren't painted as heroes. He's finally someone being painted as a hero,
and I'm
even
glad
though he was while
that.
he was living.
You're absolutely you're right. But they didn't love Martin Luther King. They didn't love Martin Luther King till he was dead. They didn't love Muhammad Ali till he was shaking, holding that torch. Remember Muhammad Ali was shaking so bad?
We know.
He was at the Olympics. People went on blue. They pilot light out. They were like, hey, man,